Hi, today is Thursday, April 1st. Happy April. Today I wanted to hop on and share some of my favorite bars to warm in the springtime, as well as my favorite warmers that I have out with my spring and Easter decor. So I'll just go ahead and start with the bars. I have some of my favorite fresh bars, fruity bars, I have some kind of citrus bars, and then of course you can't have springtime bars without a few florals. So like I said, I'll just go ahead and dive in. One of my favorite florals from Scentsy has been around for a really long time. I think it is a bestseller, and that is Luna. So you can't go wrong with this one. This is just a perfect kind of light, sweet floral scent. I get a lot of jasmine from this, and it's not a really powdery floral. It's just very kind of light and fresh and sweet. This is so nice in a bedroom. I also really like it in a bathroom. So I couldn't put together a springtime list without mentioning Luna. I feel like this one sometimes kind of flies under the radar, but it is such a good scent. Definitely one of my favorite florals. I did have to mention one of my favorite fresh type scents, and I believe I mentioned this in my March favorites, but it is a favorite going forward. That is aloe water and cucumber. Now, when this first came out, I wasn't a huge fan, but it has grown on me, and now I absolutely love it. So this is a very kind of spa-like scent. I do get a lot of that fresh cucumber, and then there's just kind of a sweetness from the pineapple that's added, and then that kind of fresh aloe note too. So this is actually a really good performer. It does really well in my bathrooms. I've also used it in my bedroom and in our laundry room. And if you're looking for just a nice, fresh, clean, strong scent, I would definitely recommend aloe water and cucumber. Right now, I am using the fragrance flower in my bathroom, and I'm super impressed with that. So give aloe water and cucumber a try. Another fresh type scent that I feel kind of flies under the radar but is a really, really good one is Atlantic Air. So I did have this one in my club when it discontinued for the fall winter the first time, and I love this one. I do have a little stockpile of it now, so I need to kind of go through and actually use this one and warm it. This is a very kind of fresh air, coastal, seaside floral. This is really, really pleasant. This does have just kind of a little hint of that fresh air ozone note that makes this one really, really nice for a bathroom, a bedroom, or a laundry room. And this one I feel is a really good performer. It's always performed really well for me. I can definitely smell it in our bathroom and in our laundry room when I've used it there. But just a very kind of fresh, oceanic, floral scent, really, really pleasant. And then one of my favorite fresh type scents is Pink Cotton. This is another one that took me a little while to warm up to it, but now I love it. I love this one in all the forms that it comes in. I do get a lot of that kind of fresh, clean cotton note, and I'm not always a huge fan of the laundry scents, but this one has an added sweetness from the berries and the vanilla that just makes it a little more feminine. And this one is also a really good performer. So this is kind of feminine and perfumey. I really like this one in my bedroom, and I really enjoy this one in the body products and in the laundry. I absolutely love the Pink Cotton washer whiffs. So definitely one of my favorites year round, but I particularly love it in the spring and summer. And then I had to mention a couple of my favorite citrus scents, because I feel like in the spring, when I'm doing some spring cleaning, I definitely want to reach for some of those clean scents that just make my house feel nice and fresh. One of my all-time favorite lemon scents is Lemon Sorbet. Now this is kind of a lighter lemon. It's not necessarily in your face, and to me it doesn't smell like a cleaning product. It smells like a really tart, sweet lemon candy. It's really, really fresh and clean, and I love this one in my kitchen. In the spring and summer, it is a go-to for me. So this does smell just kind of like a tart, sweet lemon candy. There's not much else that I get from this scent, but that's why I love it. Definitely one of my favorites. Another citrus scent that I have just fallen in love with, particularly in the past few months, is Be Fabulous. So this is more of a grapefruit scent, but it also has a little bit of lemon from the limoncello, and it is really sweet and fresh. So this is a sweet grapefruit as opposed to a really sour or tart or bitter grapefruit. And I think that's why I really, really like this one. This is also a really good performer. So if I am looking for a scent to just kind of clean out the air in my open concept, maybe after we've cooked dinner or brunch or something like that, this is a go-to and this will get the job done. I absolutely love Be Fabulous. I did pull a bakery type scent from my collection. This one is actually not currently available. It was available with the Easter collection last year, and I'm kind of regretting taking it out of my club, and that is Cotton Candy Cookie. Now, as you might know, I'm not a huge fan of the bakery scents, but I really, really like this one. To me, this really smells like those little Linzer cookies that have the raspberry filling. I do get a really kind of sweet bakery cookie note, but the raspberry kind of comes in and cuts that bakery sweetness with just a little bit of that tart fruitiness, and I think that's why I really, really like this one. I remember this being a pretty good performer for me too, so if this ever comes back, I will definitely stock up on this one. This next one is a fruity scent that came out with the Easter collection this year, and I had to mention it. It is Jumpin' Jelly Bean. So this actually borders kind of spring and summer for me because this is a very bright, sweet, tart, fruity scent that I would enjoy in the spring and the summer. A lot of people get a pear jelly bean note from this. I actually get more of a green Jolly Rancher. So very sweet, very tart. And for me, this one actually does really well in my open concept, especially on the first day. On the second day, I find that it does kind of die off a little bit in intensity, but I can still smell it. So this one is a really good performer for me. This one is kind of hit or miss for a lot of people because it is very strong, very in your face. But if you like the candy type scents, especially the kind of fruity, tart, sour candy type scents, you have to give Jumpin' Jelly Bean a try. Another scent that kind of borders spring and summer for me, but I absolutely had to mention it because I've fallen in love with it, is the April scent of the month, Plumeria Peach. I love this scent. I've already gone through about 3 bars of it in my open concept, in my office, and in my bedroom. I love it. My husband really loves it too. If you like peach scents, you have to give this one a try. This is a very sweet tropical peach. There is kind of a twist of a sweet floral, but it's not too powdery to me at all. And sometimes Plumeria scents can come off a little powdery for me. So I was really happy that this one is more of just that kind of sweet, light floral in the background. I do get a little tiny hint of pineapple that just adds to that kind of tropical fruity vibe. But this is a really nice tropical fruity floral. This will be perfect this spring and definitely going into the summer. It is a good performer for me. I have heard some people say that it's kind of a dud for them, but for me, in the few spaces that I've used it, it has done really well. This is already in my club and will definitely be staying there. I also really, really like the room spray. I already ordered a backup of it. This next bar is a bar that I actually haven't tried yet, but I am so excited to warm it this spring and summer. This was a new release to the spring summer catalog last year and I never got around to trying it, so I definitely had to give Hibiscus Pineapple a try this year. Now this is another one that I think will go really well into the summer because you do get those very tropical vibes from the hibiscus and from that tropical fruity pineapple as well. I do get about 50-50 with the floral and the fruity, but this is really, really pretty. I think that it should be a pretty good performer. So I'm excited to try this one up in my bedroom. I'll probably try it here in the Scentsy room and in my office. But again, just another kind of sweet, tropical, fruity floral scent that I am so excited to try this spring. Kind of along those same lines, this is a bar that I haven't tried yet, but I am really looking forward to warming it this spring. This is Totally Minnie. So this is another kind of tropical fruity floral combo. I have heard that this one is really light, and in the bar it does smell like it's going to be on the lighter side. So I think I'll try it in a small room like this. But this is a really pretty scent. So I'm hoping that I get something out of this. This does have some melon vibes as well as that hibiscus note again. So I think I'm really feeling the kind of tropical fruity florals this season. So I'm excited to see how Totally Minnie does. And then I have two honorable mentions here. I am listing them as honorable mentions because they're not exactly in my scent wheelhouse, but they are really good performers and I think that they are really perfect for the spring. The first one is Lavender Cotton. Now, I am not usually a huge fan of the really strong laundry scents, and I do get a lot of that kind of clean laundry cotton note from this. It is softened a little bit by that lavender note, and it is really pretty when it's warming. I've actually warmed this in my laundry room and in my guest room, and it did really well. It is a really nice scent, especially if you like those kind of laundry type scents. I would definitely give Lavender Cotton a try. Now this next one is actually a new release from the catalog this year, and that is Magnolia Linen. Now I've heard that a lot of people really love this. This is a powerhouse scent. I get, again, a lot of that kind of clean, fresh laundry scent. It smells pretty similar to clothesline to me, but there is a really pretty kind of sophisticated floral twist from the Magnolia. So this is really pretty. Again, I think perfect for spring, especially if you like strong scents and if you like those kind of clean laundry type scents. All right, I'm down to my top two favorites for the spring. This first one was in my Scentsy club for quite a while. It is currently discontinued, and I actually took it out of my Scentsy club because I had built up a little stash, and I'm kind of regretting that, but that is Pink Tulips. So this was a scent of the month several years ago, and then it came back in a Bring Back My Bar, and this scent is absolutely beautiful. So this is a very kind of light, sweet floral. It smells like it would be really nice in a body care line. This smells like something that you might get at Bath and Body Works, but I absolutely love it. I took it out of my club again because I had built up quite a stash, and this is a little on the lighter side, but it is such a pretty fragrance that I kind of looked past the fact that it is a little bit lighter. It is so sweet and floral and feminine, and I love this. So I hope that we will see this one again someday because I think I would put it back in my Scentsy club. And then finally, one of my very favorite scents to warm in the spring was a scent of the month several years ago. It's not currently available, but it will be coming back in the Bring Back My Bar this summer, and that is Spring Forward. This is a very unique scent, and it smells very kind of fresh and sophisticated to me, and that's why I've had it in my Scentsy club for so long. It is so pretty. Now, the scent notes and what I smell totally don't match up at all. I wrote them down so that I could share it with you. The scent notes here are Italian bergamot, raspberry jam, and cedarwood. So this doesn't mention a floral note at all, but I do get a very kind of sweet, sophisticated floral. It's not powdery, it's not heady. And then I guess I do get a little bit of the brightness from the bergamot, but I don't pick out a very strong raspberry note. The raspberry could just be there to kind of sweeten things up. And then as far as cedarwood, I'm not picking that note out specifically, but I think that's probably what I'm smelling that just makes this feel very grounded and sophisticated and well-rounded. So this is a very well-rounded scent. It is a really good performer for me in my open concept. That's what I have warming up there right now. and I love it in the springtime. Sometimes I get almost an Avon bubble bath vibe from this, but that's only sometimes that I smell that. But this is just such a pretty scent. I'm really excited that it's coming back this summer. So if you haven't tried Spring Forward and you like those kind of sweet floral scents, I think that this one is worth giving a try. So those are some of my favorite bars to warm in the springtime. I have a whole other set of bars that I like to warm in the summer, so I will definitely share those in an upcoming video. I would love to know what your go-to scents are for this time of year. And now I would also like to show you some of my springtime warmers and how I have them set up with my Easter decor. All right, so starting behind me here in the Scentsy room, I have the Garden Snail Warmer. And I actually got this several years ago in a flash sale. So I got it really inexpensively, and I just thought that he was really cute. This had been a warmer of the month in one of the spring months, but it's an element warmer. I don't have any wax in it right now, but I like the design of that. I think it's really well made. I think that I got this before we moved into this house because when we first moved into this house, the garden was totally overrun by hundreds and hundreds of snails, and it kind of ruined snails for me. So it's taken me a while to actually decide to pull this little guy out, but I think that he is really cute and springy. And then I did just add a few little spring things here. This flower market sign that I got off of Etsy. I just got this little Easter egg at my grocery store. I've had this watering can for several years. I got it at Target, and then just added some pink flowers. And then on the other side of the Scentsy room, I am loving the Happy Herbitat Warmer that just came out with the Life's a Garden collection. I just think it is so pretty and very fitting for spring, but I think that I will probably leave this one up year round. And then I do have its little counterpart, the Lavender Love Mini Warmer, plugged in on the other side of the room. So I really like this. I love that they match. And again, I'll probably leave this one up for at least the rest of the summer. In our guest room downstairs, I brought back out the Meet in the Meadow warmer. This is one of my favorite warmers. I think it is so pretty. I absolutely love the color. I think it looks very springy. And then on the other side of this dresser, I thought that this little bunny matched it perfectly. And I just have a few little spring florals there. In our family room downstairs, I decided to leave out the Daisy Lantern Warmer. I had brought this out for St. Patrick's Day and put a green bulb in it, and I thought that was so pretty. I just decided to put the clear bulb back in for the rest of the spring and summer. And then upstairs, this is actually probably the most that I've decorated for spring and Easter since we've lived in this house. I've always kind of had a hard time honing in on my favorite kind of Easter decorating style, but I am really happy with how it turned out this year. So I just have my classic curve warmer up here, nothing new, but I did put this little garland here that I got at Joann's, and I love that these are those little kind of wood shaving flowers with the Easter eggs and then a couple of little pip berries. So I like how that kind of incorporates some more natural looking elements. And then on the front door, this is definitely one of my favorite pieces of Easter decor. My Nana actually sent this wreath to me several years ago, and I love it. I love the attention to detail, all of the flowers and eggs, and then of course I love this little nest. So definitely one of my favorite pieces. And then panning over to the rest of this front room, I really like how it turned out. So I've had these Easter pillows for a few years. I actually got them at my grocery store of all places, but I love the look there. And then this is something new that I came up with this year that I am absolutely loving. I got this cute little wood tray from At Home, and then I just added a few little kind of springy and Eastery elements, and I love it. I think it adds just such a nice little pop of springtime color to this front room. And then I've kept things pretty neutral in our dining room. I got this table runner from Home Goods last year. I saw it again there this year, but I love it. I think it's just subtle and kind of elegant and goes with anything. So I really love that. and then I'll show you what I have over in our little china cabinet. So this year I decided to display some of my favorite Easter dishes over in the cabinet. And my mom gave me this really cute little bunny bowl a few years ago. It came from Pottery Barn and I love it. I just filled it with some eggs. And then I got this little Easter egg canister. I liked it because it matched that bowl, has that kind of basket weave design. And then I just have a little garland kind of wrapped around it. I thought that kind of looked like a nest. And then my mom also gave me these really pretty pink tulip salt and pepper shakers. So I decided to display them there. My Nana gave me this really cute little egg plate a few years ago, so I wanted to put it in a special spot this year. And then I just have my pitcher that I always have, again with a little garland nest wrapped around it, and then the other salt and pepper shaker. And then over in the living room, this is probably the most that I've ever decorated this mantle, but I really like how it turned out. So I will give you a close-up of all of the things that I added here. So on the mantle, I have these wooden eggs and bunnies, and I really like that they are kind of neutral because I wanted this garland to really stand out. And I tried this garland a few different ways. I tried it with the eggs and without the eggs, and then with the Easter banner and without the Easter banner. And I decided that in this case, I really liked them both together. I also had a garland that was similar to the entryway table with the wooden flowers, but I kind of liked the eggs here. And then my favorite new piece of decor that I added this year is this really cute Easter sign. So it says Easter egg hunt this way, kind of an easel design. I actually got this for $8 using a coupon from Big Lots. So I ordered that from biglots.com and absolutely love it. And then I just added this little watering can with some pink tulips that I've had forever. I got this watering can at Target. So another reason that I really love these little wooden eggs is because I think they match my Scentsy warmer perfectly. So this is the Express Yourself warmer. It was a warmer of the month last year, and it had actually been in the clearance section forever. I noticed that it just finally sold out. I love it. They kind of marketed this where you could color it with Sharpie, but I really like the plain neutral look. I really like the gold foil design. Like I said, I think it just matches those eggs on the mantle perfectly. The lid comes off and I am warming spring forward up here, so definitely one of my favorites. I got this little wreath at the Target dollar spot and I thought that was perfect just to kind of dress the warmer up a little bit because it is a little bit plain, but I liked that little wreath. I thought it looked kind of like a spring cabbage patch. So I love how that turned out. And then on the love seat, I just added this pillow from Kirkland's, Hippity Hoppity. I thought that was really cute. So another look at the living room, and on the coffee table, I did just add these little Easter eggs to the basket just to bring a little bit of color there. In my coffee station, I still have my white basket weave warmer, but I did put a few little springtime touches over here. I got this sign on clearance, I think a couple years ago from Joann's, so I thought that was perfect. And then I got these little measuring spoons from my grocery store. I thought they were super cute. And then I just added one of my favorite Rae Dunn Easter mugs and a spoon rest. And then on the other side of the kitchen, I am really happy with how this little vignette turned out. So I just left the Prairie Pitcher warmer up from when I had my St. Patrick's decorations out, and then switched out a few things for some tulip decor. Tulips are probably my favorite spring flower. I got this cute little sign off of Etsy, and then some little mini tulips, a pretty wooden tulip back there. And then I really like this Easter grass. It's kind of a natural material, so I just thought that added a little springtime pop. So that is just a quick look at my Easter and springtime decor. I hope that everyone's April is off to a great start. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.